Hey guys, why? Oh, there I am. I'm not used to this OBS thing. Anyway, so as you can see by the title, Flavorah finally dropped. Well, I guess not technically dropped, but I finally got a hold of the new Flavorah flavors. There are a bunch. I'll go through the actual flavors once more people come in. But the main one that I've been waiting on forever is the blue raspberry, because I don't know, in my opinion, there's really not a great blue raspberry flavor. Like, there's a couple that are good, but they just need a little something extra to make them, you know, ideal or whatever. But even then, there's only a couple that are actually, in my opinion, good. So I'm really excited about that. And then there's a bunch of others. I mixed the two that I'm most interested in, and then I figured you guys can kind of chime in on the other three, because I want to do a total of 5 and just get, you know, a idea of how they are. Anyway, yeah, I'll go more into detail once more people come in, if there's going to be more people. I'm not going to wait too long, just because then I'd just be sitting around talking about nothing, which is, I do that enough. So I guess waiting on people, if they're going to come, I will talk about a few things that I got in the mail today. I got some vape mail, which might be a thing of the past, come shortly. But I wanted to get some more vape mods, because I've been kind of not hoarding them, but I did want to get like enough to where I have backups on backups, because it's not only I that vape, but some people in my family also do. Anyway, I've been wanting to get another Lost Vape mod for quite a while. I have a Therion that I got years ago, I think 5-ish years ago. It's been a minute. They're pretty expensive mods, at least for me. But I like the look of them, and I really like my Therion. So, before everything kind of shuts down and things become even harder to get a hold of, I figured I'd try to get another Lost Vape. I was looking for the Therion, but I couldn't really find them anywhere. And even if I could find like maybe 1 or 2 places, they were still like $140 or whatever. So I was kind of reluctant to do that. So if I'm going to pay that much money, I'd rather just get like a whole new mod. So I found this one, and unfortunately it's already sold out, so you guys can't get a hold of it. But I found a coupon code at that Vape Deals site, and I ended up getting the Centauris. It's a 250C DNA chip mod thingy, and I got it for only $85 with the coupon. So I didn't have a choice in like the color configuration, because this is definitely not what I would have chosen had I had the option. But it actually looks better in person. Seeing it online, it looked kind of borderline gaudy, cheap looking, but in person it actually looks a lot nicer. It doesn't look cheap or anything like that. So I got this today. I only turned it on to make sure it worked and vaped on it and stuff, so I can't really give it like a review or anything like that. I will say the menu is a pain in the ass. I don't know why I'm having such difficulty with it, but it's just like it took me forever just to get it to fire, because it kept like routing me to other places. I'll show you what the menu looks like, not that it's anything super special. I think it's like a standard Evolve menu. I don't even know if you're gonna be able to see it because the glare and everything. Yeah, not really. I don't know, it's very basic looking. And it is kind of tiny. So if you had like poor vision, I could see possibly having a problem. I don't know. But that's not really an issue for me. But yeah, so far I like it. It's mainly going to be probably up there with the rest of my mods, because I have a little bit of mods back there. But like I said, I wanted backups upon backups, and Lost Vape stuff, at least in the past, has held up pretty well compared to some other things. So I wanted to grab that. Then I got some coil vapes, Grasshopper. I'm not big on commercial e-liquid, or pretty much anything that I don't make. Not because I'm like the best mixer, it's just because I know what I like and I'm very picky, and at least if I don't like something that I make, it's not expensive. But I really like this flavor. It's one of the few mints I like. And he unfortunately has gone out of business, so it was the last chance to get them. So I got 260 mils of this. It's like a spearmint ice cream type thing. I don't know, it's kind of hard to describe. I've tried cloning it to no avail. I don't know, it's a really nice flavor, especially if I'm sick. Like if my throat's sore, like the only thing I can vape is mints. I can't vape anything else. So especially for times like that, but just in general, just for something refreshing, I do like vaping mint. Anyway, so that's what I got. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna wait too long. The two things I did mix up for, because like I wanted to know what they were like, were the blue raspberry, of course. That's the main one. And then the mango pineapple passion, because I smelled them all as soon as they came in. That's like the first thing I do when I get new flavors is I smell them. Not that smelling them is always going to give you a good depiction of what it'll actually vape like, but it gives you kind of an idea sometimes. Sometimes they smell awful and then end up vaping well, and then sometimes you have the reverse. But I don't know, I just like to smell them. So I did blue raspberry. I'm going to do all of these at 1% because generally that's where I stand with Flavorah, with the exception of a couple flavors. So, and this blue ras, a lot of people had like beta testers of it a while back. And so it's in ELR quite a bit for like a new flavor. And generally they were mixing it about 2.25. So 1% is probably not that far off. Yeah, mine was estimated to be here tomorrow. So I was lucky to get it today. And I took off work today. Otherwise I wouldn't be here right now. But the mango pineapple passion was the other, like it smelled the best out of the other flavors. Not that the other one smelled bad, it smelled interesting. They were on like a mango kick because they have several different mango flavors in this release, including a sweet mango, which I could have sworn they already had, but maybe they just had regular mango. But I guess we can go over the flavors now while I'm shaking this, and let me know. Like I said, I'm going to do 3 other flavors outside of the blue raspberry and the mango pineapple passion. But I wanted to give you guys at least some, option. Because I know that there's probably flavors that you're not really interested in. I will say with the tobaccos that those are recommended to steep a while, so I don't think I want to do those because I don't want to give a first impression that's not really accurate. And most of these other ones should be fine right away because they're mainly fruits. And a lot of people don't like tobacco anyway, so I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue. But I'll still tell you what they are just so that you know what's coming out. They do have a couple of other flavors that they're still working on, so those will be coming out at some point. I don't even want to say what they are because number 1, I don't know if I should, and number 2, just in case for whatever reason they never come out, I don't want to say. But so the other flavors they have are ripe mango, sweet mango, chai spice, blackberry. I'm kind of interested in the blackberry only because blackberry is another flavor that I don't feel like there's a lot of good ones. Like there's like 1 or 2 that I like. Hi, ST. And I wasn't ignoring you yesterday. I literally, the first message I saw over there was, "Are you ignoring me?" And I even refreshed and everything. I don't know what was going on. Anyway, so we have blackberry, we have mint candy, energy drink, which kind of smells like Red Bull. Yeah, it kind of smells like Red Bull-ish. Pearesto. I don't know what Pearesto is, but it smells like pear. And then Cactus Apple. So let me know of those which 3 you are most interested in. I imagine the chai spice is probably going to be weird to vape on its own. But if you want me to, I will mix it. But yeah, the blackberry, I'm going to set that inside just in case, because that is one that I'm personally interested in. Oh, and then the tobaccos, I forgot. RY4, mild tobacco, and vanilla tobacco. I'm interested in the RY4 because, I don't know, I'm one that I actually like tobacco vapes, but I am picky about my tobaccos, as I'm picky about most things. So, like Flavor Arts tobaccos in general, I'm not a huge fan of. However, I have found that I do like some of them, whereas before I thought I didn't like any of them, but there are a couple. And their cigars and stuff like that, in particular, I seem to like more than like their actual tobaccos. What was I going to do? Oh. So let me know. If no one says anything, I'm just going to mix what I want to. Because obviously, I kind of have to do something. So again, ripe mango, sweet mango, energy drink, mint candy, chai spice, Pearesto, and Cactus Apple. But like I said, I'm not going to do the tobaccos only because I was specifically told by the people that make them that they do need to steep. So I don't really see a point of doing like a first impressions on that. Okay, Cactus Apple, Pearesto, okay. Those were ones I was looking at as well. Yeah, some tobaccos, like specifically Flavorahs, in general, I don't really need to steep them. They do change once they sit, but not in a necessarily bad way. They just taste different. Flavor Arts do tend to need to sit. Even the ones I like, and pretty much Winstead is the one that changed my mind on them, because there was a mix that she has that I really like, and it uses a lot of Flavor Art, because she uses a lot of Flavor Art in general. At least she used to. But generally, I like Flavorahs. Actually, I just, in general, like Flavorah. There are a few I don't like, but that's with any brand. But in general, I like most of their flavors. And I don't know, knock on wood so far, if I've ever had issues tasting any of their flavors, which is also nice. Because, you know, I've been having my issues. And just as a disclaimer, in case there's either any new people watching, or if you haven't watched me in a while, I am having still flavor issues, like tasting certain flavors. It seems to be mainly fruits, because that's what I mainly vape is fruits. And it seems to be, so far, lemon, which there's really nothing lemony here in any of these, for the most part, at least to my knowledge. What was the other one? Lemon and strawberry. Strawberry is another one that I've started having issues tasting. And possibly watermelon. So, my taste buds aren't 100% good. So, just because I don't like these or I can't taste them doesn't mean that you'll have the same issue. Plus, I'm very picky, and I do vape in a way that's not common to most people. I vape low wattage, and yeah. Like, I like a cooler vape. I don't like hot vapes. So, take what I say with a grain of salt. Yeah, I think the licorice would probably do well with like a tobacco flavor. I could see that for sure. Hello, Brett. Do you guys like it when people like say hi to you? I know some people like it, some people don't. I don't typically do that unless I just happen to see someone come in, but if you guys like shout outs, I can do those. Alright, so we're going to start with the blue raspberry. I really hope this is good because like people have been hyping this up so much. And they're people that I trust their opinions about things. Not that people lie or anything like that, but generally, like, if they say a flavor is good, I tend to at least, if not agree, can understand why they think it's good. And again, this is at 1%. I'm going to be vaping it on the Drop Solo again. It's a clapton coil. I don't remember exactly the dimensions. It's some kind of, it's like a core and then stuff around it. It's Canthal, because that's what I like, is Canthal. And like I said, fairly low wattage, because this coil is pretty high resistance compared to what I usually have. It's a 0.43 at 20 watts, so it comes up to about 3 volts, which is kind of where I'm at. I usually am between 2.8 and 3 volts, which is low if you don't know. Yeah, someone at bowling was kind of side-eyeing my vape, and I just wasn't in the mood to be all advocate-y, because I literally had just had a panic attack, and I was like, really, dude? I just told her, and then she got interrupted anyway, so she went away, but it's like, I've been vaping over 10 years, like, I'm good. Well, I have nickel allergies, so I can't do anything like nichrome. I can't do any of that. And then stainless steel I can do. I just prefer Canthal. I think it's just because it's what I was vaping on for the longest time. That's really all that was out. I think all those other kind of metals came a little later. I might need to increase this one a little bit. I taste it, but it's really subtle. And it's only at 1%, so it's kind of low. The flavor I am getting is good. It's definitely blue raspberry, so, you know, that's a plus when it actually tastes what it's supposed to be like. So I'm going to add just 0.2%. Good thing about Flavorah's flavors in general is their drops are fairly consistent. They're almost always at 0.2. So it just makes, like, if you need to add something easier. And I just pay attention to, like, when I'm measuring it, or, because, like, I did the 2 flavors before the stream, just in case I needed to add more, like how many, like what the drops equated to, because it's just easier to do it by drop if you can. Anyway, so I'm gonna mix these other ones up while I'm waiting. So we have Blackberry, Pearesto. I keep wanting to call it Prosecco, but it's not. I don't know what Pearesto is supposed to be. I can look it up. But it smells peary. Oh, and these are supposed to be at Bull City, April 2nd. Because when I got these flavors, I reached out to my contact over there, and I was like, am I allowed to talk about these? Because these are not available yet to the public. So before I go live and like share it on Instagram and all that kind of stuff, I want to make sure I could. And they said that I could, and, you know, when they'd be available, they will be at chefs and other places at some point. They didn't give me a date for those people, but Bull City, April 2nd, so not too far away. Yeah, and this one's 0.2 per drop as well. I wonder if they do that on purpose, because I don't know if you pay attention, like, or if you do use a scale to, I feel like most people at this point use scales to do their stuff. Do you pay attention to, like, how much the drops are, like how much they weigh? Because, like, different flavors are a little bit heavier or lighter than others. I just find it interesting that Flavorah's are almost always 0.2. which I like because it just makes stuff easier. All right, Pearesto. Yeah, it smells very peary. I like pear, so. Alright, this one's a little lighter. It also smells like it has more of an alcohol base. It's very, very thin. So that one might need to sit for a little bit. It might be a little harsh at first. We'll see. But it's definitely lighter than the other ones and thinner. I don't know if you could see it at the top. Like, it's pretty much like water slushing around in there. So that's the pear. And then we're gonna do Cactus Apple. And before I make some of the only apples that I like, I'm very picky. Well, I keep saying I'm picky about everything, pretty much. But they make a couple of the apples that I like. Wonder Flavors, like the other one that I like, their Thai apple. And there might be another one that I like. So basically, I'm interested to see if I like this Cactus Apple. I don't use cactus much. It's never a flavor that I got a whole lot of use out of. I apologize if you can hear my neighbor's dog. Yeah, those are the flavors I was talking about earlier. I didn't want to say what they were, just in case, for whatever reason, they never released or anything like that. I apologize about my chair, too. My chair is very squeaky. James always makes fun of me for that. Alright, so those are in there, and we'll test this blue raspberry again. Yeah, I think I've tried aloe once. I forget who it was by, though. I didn't get a whole lot from it, but I mean, if you've ever had like aloe drink, which is like really the only time I've ever consumed aloe, it doesn't have a whole lot of flavor. Like, it's more textural. I know, I got the same email, but I don't know. I don't want to talk about those particular ones because they're still in development. Alright, while that's doing its thing. Like, I know I've used Inawera Cactus, I think, once or twice. And I didn't like it in the mix, but I don't know if it's because of that flavor or if it was just the mix that wasn't good. And then I just kind of, like, if I have a bad experience with a certain flavor a few different times, I just tend to not want to do it again. And I did test Mullenberry's Mexican Cactus. That one I actually liked because I used to do flavor testing on their stuff. I think before they were even called Mullenberry. It was either that or it was like they're very, like they were, they had just started being a company. They had just came out. Anyway, we're going to do this Mango Pineapple Passion. I don't, again, know what this is supposed to be. I'm guessing like mango, pineapple, and something else. Oh my god, my neighbor's dog drives me absolutely crazy. It's I don't know what's wrong with that dog. I really honestly think there's something like not right with it because it will be quiet all day. The minute they come home, it'll bark at them. Like, it'll just keep barking at them. Like, it only barks at its owners. Like, most dogs are the opposite. They bark at strangers. Random, like, stuff, like, in their yard. That dog barks only at them. I don't know how they deal with it. It drives me nuts. Might have to change this battery out. Anyway, this is the Mango Pineapple Passion. Almost tastes like a smoothie. I wonder if there's any descriptions on these flavors. That's one thing that kind of sucks about flavors that aren't quite out yet, because the information on them is pretty limited. Not that like flavors always have descriptions, because there's plenty of companies that just don't describe whatever their flavor is in Aurora. Maybe it's on their actual site. Again, it's light. I don't know if if it's my tasting issue or what. I don't know. It definitely tastes tropical. But it definitely tastes to me like it has a cream in it. Or like a milkshake or something. But the flavor is pretty light. And I might try choking off some of this airflow too. I wanted to use the Solo because it's a little bit more compact. And I have RDAs that are more compact, but I don't really like the really small ones. I don't even know if this will be on their site yet. I'm guessing probably not. No. I feel like I'm gonna have to add flavor to all this. That's the one frustrating thing about single flavor testing, especially live, is having to like add and all that kind of crap. The good thing is the drops are consistent enough to where I don't have to keep measuring them. So that's good. Ow. Yeah, I have 2 cats. Yeah, tropical. I added another drop, so another 0.2. So it'll be 1.2. I didn't like the last nano. I found it very spitty. A lot of spit back. It's just too temperamental. Like, you have to have it like in the perfect position or else it just spits. Plus I have a tendency to over drip. So I like the RDAs with a kind of deep deck situation. That was another thing I was looking for, was like RDAs before all this ban crap. Base starting point. 1%, but I mix low. I mix usually half of what most people mix at, if not less than that. But I'm finding, at least so far, I've had to increase it. So, yeah. I think generally people mix Flavorah like 2 to 3%. But these are new, so I don't know. But usually when they drop flavors, they don't, like, they're pretty consistent in their strengths with a few exceptions, like smooth vanilla, bridge cinnamon, those type of flavors where they're ridiculously strong. But so far I've had to increase percentages. And I don't know if maybe I just started off too high, but I don't want to start at like 0.5% and then have to like build up from there, because there's would take forever. And I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to only play around with these so many times before I just try to give my opinion on what I'm tasting. Yeah, 5% rich cinnamon, okay. It's a good flavor. It's just, like, I was giving them little testers out to people because there was no way I was going to even go through a 10 mil of it in my lifetime before it went bad. That's another thing. Eventually they do expire, per se. Alright, we're going back to this blue raspberry. Again, I bumped it up 0.2%. We'll see at 1.2 what I'm getting from it. What I taste is good, it's just it was very light. Like their red hot cinnamon. Yeah, it's still pretty light. So I don't know if I overdid it or what, but it's very, very light. Hi. Blue raspberry, it's you. Yeah. Her name is Blue. Yeah. Very talkative. You can't even see her. But I'm sure you could probably hear her. Anyway, I mean, it just tastes like a blue raspberry sucker. Like those, I don't know if it made, like Blow Pop. I don't know if they made the blue raspberry one. I don't remember. I want to say it's Blow Pop, like the blue raspberry Blow Pops. So it's a good flavor. I just don't know if I mixed it too high because it is kind of coming across a bit, not muted, but light. Oh, you can see her there. There's the cat. And it's not like crazy sweet, so if you wanted to add sweetener or whatever to it, you probably could. If they use sweetener in this, I imagine it's ethyl maltol because I'm not really getting a sucralose feel from it. And that would make sense of why it would be muting as I increase the flavor, because ethyl maltol will do that. So I might have to revisit this one and try maybe going lower with it, lower than 1%. What I actually should do is do a base of just VGPG, and that way it'll cut it half if I drip over it, if that makes sense. It's actually a good idea. It's not horribly accurate, but it'll be enough to figure out if what I'm getting is because it's too mixed too high. I'm hoping I'm not muted to freaking blue raspberry too. It wouldn't really make sense that I would be because I never really vape that flavor. But who knows. Anyway, we're going to move on to... We're going to do the Blackberry. Hopefully that'll be like different enough to maybe... I don't know. I'm telling you, like this flavor fatigue or whatever it is. At this point, I think it's just the way that I am now, because I figure after like 2 years of being this way, it's been like 1 or 2 years. I can't remember, but usually like in the past like maybe 3 years, before that I never really had this issue where I would stop being able to taste the flavor. When it would start happening, I'd only lose it for like maybe a month top. And then I would finally get it back. This last time, it's just pretty much gone. Like, I'll taste the lemon for like the first pull, maybe 2, and then it's just gone. Same with strawberry, which sucks because they were my 2 favorite things to vape, was lemon and strawberry. Hey, Adam. So yeah, I don't know. And I've tried everything, like literally everything. Unflavored, vaping tobacco, eating something spicy, everything. And it's gone. But like in real life, like eating, like I could taste lemon and strawberry. I just can't. Just something in vape that gets lost in translation. I don't know. Okay, I can taste the blackberry, and it's good. It's not... The problem I have with a lot of blackberries is they're perfumey or soapy, or they just don't taste anything like blackberry. I don't get any soapiness or perfume out of this, which is good. And I haven't had blackberries in a long time, but it definitely doesn't taste like a blueberry. Kind of leaning more towards a raspberry if I had to pick a berry that's similar to. But it doesn't taste grapey, because some blackberries or other kind of like random berries like bilberry can taste kind of grapey. This, I don't get that either, so that's good. So yeah, I like the blackberry. So far, it's been my favorite because I can actually taste it the most. So yay, blackberry, 1%. I might be able to lessen it a little bit, like a 0.75, but at 1% it's pretty good. So yeah, I'm happy about that. I don't know why my cat is bugging me. What's your problem? You hungry? Yeah, the Flavorah Rich Cinnamon's a very good cinnamon. Just very strong. So most people do dilute it just to make it easier to use. Was it Cinnamon Toast Crunch or whatever, is also good. It uses the same kind of cinnamon, like a nice bakery cinnamon. Capella's cinnamon sugar is also good and a little bit easier to work with if you want something a little less strong. All right. Awesome. Yeah, I've been waiting on this launch forever. Mainly because of that blue raspberry. So that's really the only flavor I heard of before. I'm getting emails from Flavorah a little bit ago. All right. We are going to do Cactus Apple next. Or no, we're going to do Pear and then Cactus Apple, and then we're going to try that Mango Passion thingy again. Pearesto. I kind of want to dig in my emails to see. I don't know if they ever gave us description of what these flavors are supposed to be. At least Flavorah is usually pretty straightforward with what their flavor is supposed to be. They don't name it like weird names and then not tell you what the profile is. I don't like that. Yeah, cactus and or apple and pear usually goes well together. That's why I want to do it in that order. So I feel like the pear will be less likely to interfere with the cactus if done in that order. I don't know. Where? Trash. I have so many old emails. Alright, well, I'm gonna vape this while I try to look for these old. Tastes kind of boozy. There's it's kombucha. I've never had kombucha. At least that's what I get when I search the name, is kombucha. And then like a picture of a pear. So I don't know if it's supposed to be like a pear kombucha. As far as I know, kombucha is some kind of like fermented drink that people usually drink for health reasons. Digestion, metabolism. I think it's supposed to help with that as well. I've never tried it because, quite frankly, I'm afraid of it. I've heard from many different people kombucha in general just doesn't taste very good. There's definitely something funky in this flavor. It's not like gross or anything, it's just weird. But I definitely taste pear and then something kind of funky. And by funky, I mean like think mango kind of funky. Like how certain mangoes will have that note in it. That kind of funky. I don't know what the application of this would be. Besides, just vaping it alone. I don't know. I'm sure you could do something with it, but it almost tastes like an apple or a pear beer. It has almost like a beer note in it. I have a feeling like someone like Rick, Concrete River, would probably like this flavor. And maybe Dave. I don't know. Dave, our ID10T, like, I don't know, his flavor preferences and palette confuse me. Because, like, I love the way he describes things, but it's almost like you can't tell whether he likes it or hates it. And maybe he doesn't know either. I don't know, but it's just kind of funny. Yeah, so, it's weird. I honestly don't think I would get a whole lot of use out of it as it is. Maybe putting it with like a tea or something would make it interesting. I don't know. That one's kind of weird to me. Not gonna lie. But it does, I don't know, for whatever reason, remind me of beer for some reason. Maybe the fermented part of it, because I think beers ferment. I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about that stuff. I'm not a big beer drinker. Alright, we're going to do Cactus Apple and then that Mango Passion thingy. But so far, I haven't been able to find any descriptions of what these flavors are. So I'm kind of blind right now. But that one I didn't have to increase percentage on, and the same with the Blackberry. They taste fine where they are. Alright, so Cactus Apple. Tastes metallic. That's weird. I'm gonna real quickly put together a base so I can try to cut these in case I mix them too high. Because I literally, it tastes like like, you know how it tastes like a penny, okay? I don't know how else to describe it. It tastes like maybe like when you were a kid or something and you like licked a penny, or like were sucking out a penny or whatever. Why I remember the taste of that so vividly, I don't know. But it tastes like a penny. And I don't know why. It could just be that I mixed it too high. So I'm going to make a base of just, you know, VGPG. Nothing else with it. So I can try to put it over some of these just to see if maybe I mixed these too high. Because I don't know what would be in here that would give me a penny vibe. Like, it made me feel like the coil was bad, but I literally just re-coiled this before our last flavor test, which I believe was last week, so... And I didn't get any of that note from the other flavors, so I don't think it's... the coil. But it tastes like metal. But maybe, like, I don't know, because flavors can do weird things if they're mixed too high. So we're gonna try that one again with some base added to it. Just straight base. And the vapor smells kind of just apple-y. But I don't know. That was, I don't know that I've ever tasted pennies before, so I guess it's interesting. Some people get pennies out of cinnamon, like certain cinnamon blends. Like, I think Winstead gets it from Capella's cinnamons, outside of the cinnamon sugar. So, but as far as I know, there's not supposed to be any cinnamon in there, so I don't know why that note would be coming through. Not gonna lie though, a little bit shocking. Or it could be like maybe something used in there to make it sour, but I don't again know why that would be a thing. Flavorah pennies. I don't know. I get weird off notes though. Like I get mushrooms out of their pralines. Why, I don't know, but I am not the only one that has that. Dave, ID10T, has the same thing. And then I think he gets it from a different flavor of theirs as well. So I'm not alone, at least in my weirdness. But, yeah, that's, again, interesting. Alright, I'm going to try this mango thingy. I'm going to use it on the dripper that I just used. Well, no, there's way too much juice on that to do that. Maybe I just need a palate cleanse of something I'm familiar with. See, I like the cinnamon crunch. But I do get the, I'm pretty sure I get an off note from the Trix flavor. It's like some people say they get cardboard out of certain cereal type mixes. So I don't know if maybe I just get mushrooms instead of cardboard, because I don't really get cardboard from like anything. But I definitely get mushrooms from a couple of Flavorah flavors, but thankfully not many. Just like I said, 2. The good thing is my all-day vape right now tastes normal. Because anytime anything tastes weird to me, like I always wonder, like, oh god, am I like losing my... So if I lose all sense of flavor, I won't be doing YouTube anymore, period. Like, what would be the point? I can't taste anything. It's already very challenging as it is. What do you get from it? I actually just tried that before this last one. The Pearesto. I don't want to say what I got from it until you say. Well, I like mushrooms, so to me, I don't really feel like they're that similar. But I don't know. I guess it depends on number one if you like mushrooms. Oh, you don't have it yet? Do you know what it's supposed to be? Because when I Googled it, I only got kombucha. So I don't know if it's supposed to be a kombucha or if that Pearesto is just a flavor that kombucha comes in. But anyway, what I got from it, and like I told them, and I think you're aware of it anyway, I'm still having my flavor, you know, I'm having issue tasting certain flavors. But what I get from it is definitely pear. I get pear, but then I get something funky. And it tastes almost like beer. Like a pear beer or a pear something. And then I just tried, cooked pear. I don't get that from it. To me, it definitely tastes like a funky, something boozy about it. I don't know why, but there's something, I don't know, like fermented or I don't know. But so far the one that I haven't liked, or that I've liked the least, is this Cactus Apple. For some reason, it tastes like pennies. Straight up copper. And I don't know why. So I've mixed them all at 1%. And some of Flavorah's I do have to go a little lower. So I just did a base of just PG and VG, and I'm about to drip over it to kind of dilute it to see if that penny goes away. If it still tastes like pennies, I'm moving on. Because I don't really want to vape it anymore. I'll wait to see like what other people say about it, and maybe it's a percentage thing. I don't know. But it tasted like straight up copper. It doesn't smell like copper. It smells like apple. So I don't know what that's about. And like I said before, I like their apples. Like their red apple and the regular apple are good. So I don't know why. Maybe it's the cactus part of it. Because again, I haven't had good luck with cactus in the past. It's not something I generally like. Okay, it didn't taste like copper. Oh, no. It's still a little metally. Yeah, this one I don't dig. There's just something in it. I don't know if it's some kind of something I don't like. I get something very metallic out of it. So that's a no for me. All right, moving on. So back to the Mango Passion thingy. Where'd it go? But everything else I've liked, and I'll rank them in the order that I've liked them. So it's just the one flavor. I definitely just think it's something, a flavor molecule just that doesn't agree with me. All right, so Mango Passion, Pineapple Passion. I'm interested to see, like, when they come out, what the actual profile is. I probably could get that from them sooner, but I don't know. I like the option to have the profile, you know? Because sometimes it can skew what you're perceiving, but at the same time, I kind of, like, want to know what it's supposed to be. For, like, more obscure flavors. Alright, so the Mango Pineapple Passion, I can definitely taste it more now. It's definitely mango heavy. And I want to say there's some kind of like cream or something like, because it reminds me of like a tropical smoothie with like mango in it. It's similar to, oh gosh, what was that flavor? I think it was by Inawera. I'll have to look it up. It was a flavor I really liked, but then it turned on me. I've had that happen too, which is lame. But it was a mango something flavor. Let me see if I can find it. No. Hello? I did not want to do that. Mango and Tango. Reminds me of that flavor. By Inawera. And that one is supposed to be mango, guava, and pineapple. So it's similar to Mango Tango if you've ever had it by Inawera. I mainly just get mango and then some kind of like cream or like smoothness. Screw you, Sam. I swear I changed this to live chat forever ago and then it changed back. That's really annoying. So if I missed a comment in there, I apologize. It doesn't look like I did though. The bottles, they look a little bit different, like the little nipple thing. I gotta find my camera. Like the nipple looks a little different. And then it has like this little stopper at the bottom. I didn't get any leaking from them, so that's good. There's one thing about Flavorah, and I love them, don't get me wrong. They've had a lot of bottle issues in their day. But these actually seem to be really good. I don't have any issues getting them on and off. The little nipple thing seems pretty secure in there, and I didn't have any leaking. I almost always have leaking if I get in the original packaging, so hopefully they figured out whatever issue they were having with their bottles, but these seem to be good. They got a nice little squeeze to them. They're not super hard or anything, so the bottles seem good. But yeah, I like the Mango Pineapple Passion. Like I said, it's mainly mango that I'm getting. There's definitely other things there. It's kind of hard to nail. I'm getting a little bit of that copper from the last one. Little copper aftertaste. It's so weird, man. I just don't really feel like changing my cotton for one more flavor. But yeah, they seem to have been on a mango kick because they came out with ripe mango, sweet mango, and then this mango pineapple passion. But luckily I like their mango. It's one of the few mangoes that I like. I'm just not sure why we needed 3 different ones, but to each their own. Okay, so if I had to rank these out of the 5 that I've tried, I would say blue raspberry and blackberry are tie. And the only reason they're tie is because the blue raspberry, I'm going to have to mess with it to see what percentage, because it's a little muted at the flavor percentages I did them at. And Sam, smartass, I did them at 1% because it's generally what I do Flavorah at. But I did have to increase a couple because I wasn't getting a lot from them. But it could also mean that they're too high. Because if you use too much flavoring, you can also get muting from flavors. So I'm not sure if that's what the case was, but I did have to increase the blue raspberry to 1.2%. And it still was a little bit subtle. So if I could get like full flavor from it, it would definitely be my favorite. Because the flavor I am getting from it is really good. It, again, just tastes like one of those blue raspberry suckers, like I think it's Blow Pop that makes them with the gum inside. It tastes like one of those, which is great. The blackberry is also tie because as it was at 1%, it was perfect. It just tastes like a blackberry, and blackberry just seems to be very difficult to make. They're usually soapy or perfumey, potpourri type thing, and I don't get any of that from this. So if you've been looking for a good blackberry and haven't found one yet, this one might be up your alley. The third one would be the mango pineapple passion. It just tastes like a tropical smoothie that's very mango forward. Not sure what other notes in there because it doesn't say outside of the pineapple, but I don't pick up on pineapple super well. I think I need to change this battery. But there's definitely something else other than mango in it. I just can't really single out. But it's something, I don't know, it just tastes tropical. And then the Pearesto would be the next one. It's just a little weird to me. But the pear note in it is nice. It's just, it's got something weird going on. Some kind of funkiness. I don't know if it's supposed to be kombucha, but it tastes kind of like beer to me, like a peared beer flavor. And then the only one I really didn't like, I would not vape again, at least as it is, until I can find some other people to give me like some kind of idea what I should be mixing this at. Maybe it's a percentage issue, I don't know. Is the Cactus Apple. For some reason, I get just straight up copper. It tastes like pennies. And I've never had that kind of, I've never had that happen to me before where I just taste pennies. So I don't know. But yeah, I got these today. I literally just got them 2-3 hours ago. But yeah, the Cactus Apple is a no for me. I don't know if it's the cactus in it. I'm guessing it would have to be the cactus because, like I've said before, I've had Flavorah's apples and all of them are good to me. I don't get any off notes like that, so might be the cactus. I don't know, but it's a no for me. But yeah, that's all I got. I'm not going to be on here too much longer. I said in the beginning what the other flavors are, but just in case you missed it, there's blue raspberry, blackberry, mango, pineapple passion, Pearesto, Cactus Apple, mint candy, vanilla tobacco, energy drink, which smells like a Red Bull type thing, mild tobacco, chai spice, RY4, ripe mango, and sweet mango. And according to Flavorah, the tobaccos you would want to steep for about a week. That's the only reason I didn't do a tobacco, is because if I already know offhand they're supposed to steep, I don't see much point of doing a first impression right off the shake on them. So that's why I didn't do any of those. But yeah, these are supposed to be available April 2nd, Apple City. So be sure to check them out there. There'll be other places at some point, but I don't have any dates for that. So yeah, that's about all I got. I'm gonna bounce, and yeah, probably won't talk to you guys beforehand, so I'll just say happy Easter if you celebrate it, happy holidays, whatever, because Mix and Vixens will not be on this Sunday. We're taking the weekend off. So yeah, thank you for watching. I gotta find the end stream. Bye.